Hi, this is Reich, and today I want to share with you the 3 stages to 7 figures. If you are looking to build a 7-figure business, even a multi-7-figure business, you're really going to like this video. So first of all, you might be wondering, why 3 stages? Why are these 3 stages important? Well, what I found from working with many people, helping them go from 6 to 7 figures, even helping them going from multiple 7 figures to $10 million plus in their businesses, working in my own businesses, as well as working behind the scenes, like I mentioned, what I found is that a lot of people really overcomplicate the process of going from 6 to 7 figures and beyond. And the truth of the matter is that it's definitely not easy. I'm not going to tell you that I have an easy trick or an easy secret to building a 7-figure business. But what I can tell you is that if you are focused on the right things and you ignore the wrong things, your path to having that 7-figure business that you want is going to be a lot easier, a lot more painless. So let's get into it. I'm going to give you 3 stages, and within them, I'm going to describe them, give you the specific strategies, some things you can think about, and then I invite you to apply these strategies to your own life and your own business. So let's get into it. The first stage is what I call the jump start stage. So the jump start stage is really important. This typically is where we go from really zero, typically to about at least $200,000 to $300,000 a year in revenue. During the jumpstart stage, what this is all about, it's really about 2 things. There's 2 kind of main steps in it. The first step is we need to find an offer that works. We need to discover our flagship offer, our offer that's going to make the biggest difference. The truth of the matter is, these days, Russell Brunson, he famously says, you're just one funnel away from financial independence. The truth of the matter is that you're actually just one offer away from financial independence. But here's the thing, getting that good offer, it's oftentimes, maybe it's a little bit easier said than done. What we're talking about here, it's about getting that match between what we are good at, what our superpower is, our talent, our ability, how we can help people, and matching that with your perfect ideal client. It's really about having that connection. And once we have that thing that we can help people with and find the people who want it, then that's when the magic starts to happen. Now, I'm not going to get into all the details on how to do that in this video because I have other videos and other places where you can talk about it. I have more detailed trainings on that in my programs. But the point I'm getting at here is that step 1, if you're doing less than $200,000, $300,000 a year in revenue, is you have to find an offer that works. And the way you find an offer that works really is about going out to the market and making offers. Really, the more offers you make, the more money you're going to make. And this is true if you have an offer that's working, as well as, of course, once you do have an offer that's working, just making that offer more and more is going to make things a lot easier for you. So once we have an offer that's working, then it really is about becoming an expert. It's about putting all of our energy into becoming an expert at selling that offer. And really, when we're going in this jumpstart stage, I'm talking more about using a lot of our existing assets in order to really maximize our revenue. This is things like using your existing audience on social media, your existing email list, your existing connections, and your existing networking. It's really about maximizing what we already have in order to really grow. One of my mentors is fond of saying, making money is boring, making a lot of money is really boring. So that's what we want to start. That's the jumpstart stage. It's really about having that offer and then focusing like a laser on just selling that offer. And ideally, you'll have a higher end offer that's going to make things easier, something that's at least $2,000 to $5,000. However, if you're watching this video and you're more interested in selling digital courses that are a little less expensive, it really is the same psychology holds true. So that is the first stage. That's the jumpstart stage. Then the second stage is what we call the acceleration stage. So step one, we have an offer that works. We're doing, $200,000, $300,000 a year, $20,000, $25,000 plus a month. So how do we go from $25,000 a month, let's say, to $40,000, $50,000 a month? So the way we do that is by accelerating what's already working. So now that we've essentially, maybe we've maximized a lot of our existing assets, we've tapped out our audience, so to speak. So now what we need to do is we need to accelerate by adding some new things into the pie, so to speak. And again, we still want to focus primarily on that one offer. We might add another offer or two, possibly. Really, you don't want more than 3 offers at this point. 2 is what I've seen is kind of like the sweet spot. And what we want to be doing is we want to be accelerating our reach, and we want to be accelerating the amount of offers that we're making. And there's a few ways I would encourage you to think about on how to do that. One of them is by leveraging partners more, leveraging more partnerships and JV opportunities. And this is where you might want to be considering doing like a bigger launch where you invite a bunch of partners to promote you at one time. That in itself could be the thing that can get you to from 6 to 7 figures, as it has for many of my clients. Another thing you might want to be considering at this point is investing more into paid traffic opportunities, because the truth of the matter is that you can get to $25,000, $30,000 a month really without getting involved with a lot of paid traffic. There's a lot of complications that goes into that. It's just for many people who are at earlier stages, you're really better off focusing on organic traffic methods. But once you're kind of past that stage, you have some money to invest in traffic and you have something that works. So now it's time when we're scaling it. So this is when I would consider you to look at different traffic sources. Look at Facebook advertising, look at Google advertising, look at YouTube advertising, even look at things like TikTok and other traffic sources. There's a lot of opportunities out there. So that's paid traffic. The other thing we want to be thinking about is thinking about adding more organic strategies, more organic platforms. So maybe you're doing really well on Instagram or Facebook, for example, and now it might be time for you to really launch a YouTube channel, or it really might be time for you to really get more involved in TikTok, or it could even be time for you, if you haven't done a lot of this, it might be time to really amplify your publicity and do more speaking and get on more stages. In the jumpstart stage, we have something that works. Now in the acceleration stage, we're accelerating that with these other things that we're talking about. And again, I'm not saying do all of these things in the acceleration stage. You're better off picking just a couple and doing them sequentially. So maybe you're going to start by accelerating with partners. And once that's at a good place, then you're going to add paid traffic. And then once you get that working, then you're going to add a YouTube channel, for example. So that's how I'd be thinking about this. So the third stage is what we call the overdrive stage. And this is the stage where we typically really go from maybe $40,000, $50,000 a month to $80,000, $100,000 a month. And again, we're going to continue doing whatever's working in the acceleration stage. We're going to continue that. We're going to continue scaling with paid traffic. We're going to continue scaling with more partners. And this is also when we're going to be looking at scaling by adding more team members. That's the big difference between the acceleration stage and the overdrive stage, is we're really going to be looking to scale with people actually doing more of the work for us. So this is when you're going to want to be thinking about scaling your program by removing yourself from your program. You might be considering hiring sub-coaches, things along those lines. You might want to consider bringing in people that can actually do marketing and sales for you. That would be bringing in a salesperson, bringing in copywriters, bringing in a high-level operations person or project manager. Because really what's going to happen here is really your growth in a lot of ways is only limited by how fast you can execute. So if you can just execute faster, that's going to be the thing that's going to help you get to 7 figures the fastest. So those are the 3 stages. First, we have the jumpstart stage. That's getting that offer, then maximizing your existing assets to get to $25,000, $30,000 a month. Then we accelerate that with things like paid traffic, partnerships, publicity, adding more traffic sources. And then we go into the overdrive stage where we go from 6 to 7 figures and beyond 7 figures, really by by scaling with team members and executing even faster. So those are the 3 stages. I hope this was valuable for you. I wish you luck on your 7-figure journey. Thank you so much for watching. And if this is your first time here, please subscribe to my channel. I have much amazing content coming on your way. And let me know what you think of this video. What was your #1 takeaway from this video? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll talk to you very soon. This is Reich signing off.